Hit your audience with a headline. This is a clear, concise theme that should run through your talk. It should be short enough to be memorable and tweetable. So, less than 140 characters. At the iPhone launch of 2007, Steve's headline that you can see on screen now is 52 characters long. Perfect for Twitter. If you can describe the customer's emotions or how the user feels, it's more like a story, and it's much more engaging for your audience. At a party or in a bar, think about the person telling a story. They have the attention of people around them and the crowd is listening. Humans have been telling stories for thousands of years because it works. If you can't tell a story, at least limit your information to 3 things tops. That's all anybody is likely to remember. When you have big numbers, simplify them so that people can understand them better. 2 million iPods, that's a big number. Sold in the first 59 days, that's impressive. Steve Jobs would then say, that's nearly 34,000 iPods sold every day, which is an incredible amount. Here he is talking about the number of songs sold on iTunes. Again, it would be a big number. But Steve puts it into perspective, 82% of the American market for MP3s. In February 2013, Apple reached 25 billion songs downloaded from iTunes. Steve Jobs would have said it in a way that's easy to understand. On average, that's 15,000 songs that have been downloaded every minute since iTunes opened. An extraordinary figure. Steve Jobs used big, bold, clear, simple images. He almost never used more than 2 images on a presentation slide. At the 2007 launch of the iPhone, unusually, he used 3 images, as you can see. But this was to highlight that the iPhone could do all 3 things of music player, phone, and internet access. Then he quickly moved on again to his normal procedure of 1 striking image. Tiny text does not mean using text that is too small to see. It means reduce and edit your text to only the essential words that clearly communicate your message. Nobody wants to see lines and lines of boring text. The first line here works like magic. It's kind of a headline again. The full grammatically correct sentence would be, it works like magic. Just delete the small grammar words. The second line, no stylus. Perfect grammar would be, it has no stylus, or, even longer, it does not have a stylus. We only need the message. Bang. No stylus. And then the third line, far more accurate. Correct sentence would be, it is far more accurate than other methods. It's way too long. Far more accurate is all the audience needs. Edit your text to the smallest amount possible. It looks so much more powerful and allows the audience to hear, to focus on, and to understand key messages. Steve Jobs used to smile all the time during his keynote speeches. When you send out a smile, it comes back to you, of course. If you physically engage with your audience, you will also engage them mentally. If you look like you're having fun, your audience probably will too. This is a famous moment when Steve Jobs was having fun and playing with the brand new iPhone. He called Starbucks to order 4,000 coffees to go. Look at his smile. He's only making a phone call, but he's enjoying it, and so did his audience. It's a little story that's easy to remember. As well as showing enthusiasm with exaggerated body language, Steve Jobs showed massive enthusiasm with the language he used. Fantastic, amazing, incredible, extraordinary. When you are excited, it's difficult for your audience to resist. In your presentation, you should have one magic moment that you build up to. It's your climax. Put on a show and amaze your audience. Here's Steve with a normal, boring brown office envelope. He slowly opens it up, and out slides something shiny and beautiful. It's an incredible new super thin computer, the MacBook Air. And there's the famous smile again. A truly magic moment that's difficult to forget. Even if you can present like Steve Jobs, in a long presentation your listeners might lose focus for a minute here or there. So it's incredibly important to have informative transitions that tell your audience what you are going to talk about, and then just after, summarize the important information that you want them to remember. Here is an Apple slide with quite a lot of text, but Steve Jobs would have used an informative transition to start. For example, now I'm going to tell you about some of the amazing features of the iPod. At the end of this section, he would have summarized. So that's the iPod. It's beautiful, it's fast, it's your whole music library in your pocket. Before you continue and move on in your speech, don't lose that key information.